you guys are sitting around there, and this guy is sitting in a fourth chair, and it looks like he's in the middle of talking to you, and he kind of stops and goes, "Nobody's really. Please kill that. Whatever the fuck that was."
That was me again.
Jesus, Sheila, you're falling apart. What's happened, Sheila? Live.
I turned into these blue dice, and I'm just having a hard time shape-shifting back.
Wow. Okay. You see this weird Lego-headed guy talking to you guys, and he's like, "Nobody's listening to me, are they?" Just stops talking in the middle of him. He looks at you guys. He goes,
"Can you hear me?"
"Yes."
Oh. I'll have to start out. I was astral projecting.
Give me a fast talk roll, Scott. That fucking may work. He just looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your astral projecting thing."
I'm definitely using that shit at work.
Just take your card, Scott. That's pretty impressive.
Go ahead.
He says,
Nope. Logan froze.
What?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
There's K-Tar. Yeah.
He says, we have lost contact with these two people. He puts down a picture, looks like a young Indian heritage guy, young black lady with their hair pulled back. The guy's got shortish hair and like the razor stubble. She has nose and the teeth, which is great. I don't know of any other kind of descriptive things for her. I have no idea where their fucking pictures went either. But he says, this, points at the guy, is Neil Bata. This is his work partner, Tara. We would go look for them ourselves, except the Clems is wildly malfunctioning. So we're turning to you.
Where did they go?
Last we left them, they were in Chicago.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, yes. Well, kind of.
I'm just gonna say, I've gotten people lost who are just at the fucking airport, man. Can you narrow it down? Do they have hobbies? What are they into? You know, help.
Well,
which Chicago?
Oh, the only the only Chicago, the one that's in the Shermer zone thing. But we've got an address. We know where she is, but she seems to have lost Neil. So we would like to send you to her. Well, actually, we'd like to ask you to go to her. How you get there is entirely up to you. He moves his weird Lego hand around. And help her to find him. He gives you her address and stuff on a she's actually in Shermer. Yeah. He says, here's 3 gold coins, one for each of you to cover expenses. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And I'm sure that you can find a way to turn those into cash, get bus tickets from St. Louis to Shermer or a car. Actually, wait, hold on a second. He waddles off.
Are these coins like the wedge, break off wedge?
They're little gold coins that people are used to selling, or they're like the $20 gold coins for this zone that people are used to trying to sell in the Shermer.
Double eagle.
Pardon?
Double eagle.
Yes. They're the ones that people are always trying to sell in the fucking pawn shops to disreputable people for too little money because those people have some bargain and the PCs don't. Those ones. They're the ones that Freddie has gotten literally fucked out of tens of thousands of dollars from. Those ones. He comes back in and he puts down some keys and he says, "These are keys," and he gives you a full description of a white panel van, gives you license plate and stuff, and he says, in addition to another 3 gold coins for this, the van is yours because we've heard how you guys drive. We don't expect it to survive anyway, so we'll just throw in the van for the reward, okay?
My reputation precedes me.
Yes. Everybody's does. We've heard that Freddy has trashed over a dozen cars, lighting fire to half of them, destroying one with a rocket launcher, and his own car. Who does that to their own goddamn car? That makes no sense. That's like blowing up your house. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, there could be reasons, but because there's a spider in the bathroom isn't the right reason. And that's what I told her, but excuse me, I was thinking of something else. So, all right, is there any questions? Great. Good luck. We're all counting on you. We need him brought back alive, or if he's dead, you might have to, he puts a wooden stake on the table. I think you'll know what to do.
Where are you from?
I've
never seen anyone like you.
That's a long story. I'm going to just... and away! He gets up and waddles out the door. There's actually a fucking huge backstory to him, but he doesn't like to talk about it. And the RPCs don't seem to give a shit about him, so they just... Okay, some of them know it. Enjoy. So you've got car keys, 3 gold coins, the exact address, the last known address for this Tara lady, and there you go.
I take the stake, also listed among our assets.
It appears to be a wooden stake about this long, and holding it makes you feel a little bit like Buffy. She looks over at Glenn. It shows one of his canines glint in the light just a little, and you're like...
Might need to practice a bit with this.
Badger.
Badger.
Yes, Bear.
You walk the path.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, that solved that easily, you're thinking.
I'll just trump over there then.
Yeah, Freddie warned me about it. I don't know why.
Yeah, world record right there, folks. World record.
Have a card for the statue park.
Ooh, that'll be a rough one. Go ahead and give me a luck roll at half and see if that shit still works, as many changes have gone on.
Before we disappear, do we need to do anything in this?
It's a fair question.
To buy any cases of dynamite?
Everybody loves dynamite.
So do we even know what these people do? Hater!
No.
I look around for a guard.
Right. You see four of them are sitting there playing poker and trying not to be noticed in the same room as you, just a couple meters away, and they're just quietly gambling and like holding up fingers for bats and flipping each other off occasionally.
Yeah. I walk up and I ask him if he knows Katar.
What?
Katar, where is he at? Where does he go? Where does he stay?
Oh, he left.
Good boy. I pat him on the head. I look at a different one.
I'll go get him, he says.
There you go.
He's like, if you slap Charlie around while I'm gone, I'll get him faster. He hurries off. Then one guy who got patted on the head gets slapped. You hear the guy running off laughing.
I look at Charlie and go, I am not McKay.
Oh, he says. Eventually, Katar is brought unwillingly back in, and the guy gives him back his hand, and he puts it back on and sits down.
I look in fucking amazement.
Katar just sits there and goes,
what do these two people do for a living, Katar? What was the work they're doing?
They're accountants.
Or the embassy.
Yeah. Well,
in Chicago. Do we have an embassy in Chicago?
Actually, they were sent to research some various accounting type stuff to help out Mr. Rad's business.
All right.
Unspecified business stuff.
Do you guys have any more questions about the couple?
That's it. I'm out.
Pictures?
I make sure I grab his elbow.
Right. His arm pops off. He goes, God damn it.
I put it down and go,
ah! Everybody give me a Sandy Rolls. You see him literally falling to pieces.
Is this the Lego guy?
Uh-huh. You didn't know he came apart. You just thought he had a Lego head. Yeah, if you've got it maxed out, don't worry about it. All right.
Right.
It's 0 points. You guys are like, I think he maxes like 4. He's startling, but he's not going to cause you to fucking go through PTSD. Unless you're Badger. Badger goes through PTSD. Roll D4, Badger. Oh, mild PTSD. So, just make a note to Lego guy or Katar Balar. Which is funny, he's called Balar because he may not actually have any. Never mind. Anyway, so moving on, he gets his arm back on.
You guys know anything else about these people?
Oh, here's a Motel 6 keys to a hotel room.
Oh, thanks.
It's in
But
Sherman.
you weren't going to give us that the first time around? What are you planning on doing with that room, Katar?
I forgot.
Where are they from?
Maybe we have the pictures of the people.
He gives them to you and he says, here.
Thank you.
Kind of.
Anything else you have that maybe...
Are they from the MMO world?
He leaps on your question as a way of avoiding his question, and he goes, yes, they were from the MMO world. You know, back when we were all in the MMO world and such, we were in a green and pleasant land, and all was well, and we had wonderful powers and abilities and such until we left there through the airship. And then we lost all that shit and we became farmers. But then eventually we became embassy workers and such. And now we run a food bank back to our farmer roots. He begins edging toward the door. And the best thing about being a farmer is, he goes, ah!
Did he get his arm back?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
The
All
guards
right.
just sit there and look at you guys like, and then a big rhino-headed guy bursts in, looks at all three of you guys really closely, and goes, "You're not Joshua McKay." He goes back out and tells everyone.
Neither are you.
They both look at you, and then they look at each other really close, and both of them in unison go, "You're not Joshua McKay," to the others. These are not the brightest guards around, but they do look really good standing there holding a rifle or a pike or whatever.
I don't think that there's anything I needed from this land.
Everybody give me a listen roll as one of the guys at the table whispers something to the other guys. It's a Charlie who's whispering to their guy, who then slaps him. He just...
Nope, didn't hear a slap or anything.
Cool.
Quarter.
Got it. Okay, the two who made it. You didn't tell them about the vampires, huh?
Vampire?
The three guys jump on Charlie and begin to beat the fuck out of him. Just no other talking or anything, just beating the fuck out of him.
Why are there vampires?
Excuse me, we have to restrain this guy. Help me, says Charlie. They're dragging him off and he's doing the grabbing the door frame, and the three of them eventually pull him out. He goes, yeah, down the hall.
Leave Charlie. We have questions for him.
You hear some kicking. Do you want to talk to them? No, he says. They drag him off. More kicking and stuff. Yeah, Charlie's not having a good day.
Better get more steaks.
Just so you guys, the two of you who know about the Freddy guards, give me either memory or evidence analysis. Pick one, your choice.
Nope.
Scott, what Glenn knows about this is those guys are pretty much not quite the bottom of the totem pole, but they're the bottom of the totem pole guys are the guys who guard the barber shop. Their job is to die noisily if like Cthulhu bursts out of the barber shop. The guarding Freddy guys, their job is to scream and yell if Freddy comes and sets fire to anything. So if you are doing badly as a person here, you might get demoted to Freddy guarding, and if you don't do that well, then you get demoted to guarding the fucking barber shop, which never moves. So that's the bottom tier thing. Those guards there, if you ask them anything complicated, they may just fucking have their heads explode from trying to think about the answer or something.
What's a vampire?
The world.
It's a bloodsucker.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad. They're pretty small and usually annoying.
You heard of the undead?
Oh, I hung on to one the other day.
Take a card there to just stare at you for a while.
All right, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, fart, fly backward, grab onto mighty buttocks, done.
They don't like sunlight. And they have weaknesses in various stories, like a stake through the heart, or
I know they can breathe underwater.
Silver. Don't think they need to breathe.
Ah, that's what it was then. Yeah, that makes sense.
That kind of stuff. Can I roll occult lore?
Sure.
Can we switch over to the other page, please?
Yeah.
I'm not catching a lot of what you're saying, Glenn. I don't know if you're astral projecting. A lot of the sentences are getting dropped.
Oh, I'll bet I know why. If Glenn, you know where you go into the mic pickup thing, and it might be turned to automatic, and so that it doesn't pick up all the shit. If you turn it to manual and then set the thing down lower, Freddie had me do that. Seems to work. Otherwise, you have to talk in a very projecting voice the whole time. Oh, man.
Hey, we'll try it. I made occult lore.
Well, you know a few basic things, like they can turn into bats. They have children of the night who usually like to howl until they tell them to knock it off. They can't come into your house or perhaps even place of business unless you give them either an invitation or a business card, you forget which. And what else? Stake through the heart kills them, but on the other hand, stake through the heart kills about fucking everybody, so that's not a big thing. Even redheads, who also have a horrible problem with sunlight. So redheads could be vampires. For a while, they were burned at the stake, thinking they were vampires. People didn't know at that point that they just had no souls.
Oh, shit. I remember those.
Badger also thinks that they can't cross running water unless it's an ocean, and then they have to eat all the rats and then the crew from a ship, which will then inevitably crash into docks, but not far from where the protagonist is.
Blah.
Nice job, Badger.
So garlic doesn't work?
Yeah.
There's so many myths of vampires that you can pretty much pick and
depends on
choose.
what kind of foods their mother raised them on.
Mhm. On some religious iconography might
Is
work.
it an
but on
Eastern
others-
Slovenian vampire or a Western?
Oh yeah, and with your critical on your occult roll, you also know that there's hopping vampires, which you need.
That's
sticky
the Far
rice.
East.
Yes. Well, you don't know where the Shermer is. It could be like close to Kowloon City.
True.
Or they could have imported them because everything bad comes from China now.
Now, I think we should get better prepared for this trip to Chicago.
They arrived
If I
on a ship
remember right.
that crashed into docks not far from you.
If I remember right, it was completely overtaken by wild Garthax. So we'll probably need to armor up and get some more weapons.
Huh.
We've got lots of time before that invasion.
What time is it again? Where are we at?
Shermer is somewhere around 1990.
Oh, shit. Right. Shit. What's their policy on weapons there?
Hide them.
They hate them.
Right, I'm going to need a thing to put this rifle in.
The old golf bag.
Probably conceal a pistol.
Golf bag? You suggesting I leave it here?
Well, if you need to carry a bunch of rifles around, a golf bag is a pretty good idea.
Golf bag. Where does one obtain a golf bag?
Whatever
The
happened to a
wondrous
golf
world
bag?
of the pawn shop.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. I think we have one in storage somewhere.
Oh,
gave
which
her-
storage?
Yeah, I gave her a card for the wondrous world of the pawn shop. It is true. Plus, it gives the actors who play the evil brothers who run the pawn shops extra parts and shit, and they can always use them. It's either that or they have to wait for the next Jackass series to come out or something.
Embassy storage.
Whoever's got the fan going, if you could direct it somewhere else, throw a shoe at it.
It's a ceiling fan, so directional isn't.
You could just pull it off the ceiling and point it out of the door. If you point out the door of the house, then your house may fly away if you can make it go fast enough.
I'll work on the strength check to do that.
You got it. Yes. Poor Sheila. Everything bad is happening to her today. Scott just sits there looking into the distance. My bubble is safe.
Our golf bag is in Vorus.
We have only one golf bag. It is far from here.
Where's the golf bag? So like that cut out for me, but I can say that.
The golf bag is in the dinosaur world.
Well, I hope they're enjoying it.
I'd recommend a pistol.
All right, just leave the rifle here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's see. How do I put this into... edit. Aha. One.
Well, to actually get it down to storage, you probably need to give it to somebody and ask them to take it to storage for you, as you're not allowed into the storage area here.
I grab one of the guards.
Ah!
I need something put in storage.
I'll give it to somebody who can go down there. I'm not allowed to go down there or have scissors.
Who can go down there?
I believe Katar Balar is your newest contact who's allowed to go down there.
Where is the Katar Balar?
Yeah, I saw him running off. Well, trying to run. He doesn't really
Which
run
way
fast.
would he go?
He points down the corridor, but I don't know where he went. He could be hiding.
I'll wait. You go find him. You're a guard. This is what you should get good at.
I don't want to go find him, though. Give me an intimidate roll as you look at him.
No, I know how this works.
Hmm?
I look at him and go, you get the second round.
Huh?
4. Click.
He just looks terrified.
Pointed at him. Now I'll roll intimidation.
You're at a bonus. The fact that you guys watched him literally spin the pistol and click. Not that big a bonus. Okay. He goes, do it. He picks 3. It clicks. He goes, your turn.
2.
Zzz. He goes, give me a new intimidation roll. He's like, he says,
He's like, this guy's not going to stop.
yeah, he's weighing his fear. Okay, he goes, oh, fine, I'll go get him. He wanders off. By the way, they're playing the spin thing as opposed to the click and then click, click, bang thing. So the spin one's much better. But he's still playing fucking Russian roulette. And you're worried that he may want to play with you. And yes, I do give a large bonus to damage if you're going.
Why would you burn down your own house?
That's good.
So these outfits came with free revolvers.
Uh-huh. Everybody's got one.
Sweet. Now we
Would
don't
you
have
like
go
to
the
empty
store.
all your bullets except for one and play Russian roulette? Oh,
No.
okay. Assuming you guys aren't wanting to do anything, eventually Katar is brought here. The guy's like, got your hand, and Katar's like, give that back, and eventually he comes over and goes, ah, god damn it. He gets his hand back.
I point the gun at him and tell him to give his hand back.
Here you go.
Badger, do you have any trump cards that you have on your person?
Trump cards.
Or like tarot cards? Have cards magically gotten in your pocket when you travel new places?
I've been handing them to people whenever they happen.
I've been getting a
Excellent.
bunch from Freddy from time to time, says Katar. Why have you summoned me here?
I need something to go into the storage.
Oh, that's fine. Do you need anything out of the storage while I'm down there? Making one trip only. It's a bitch to get there. Plus, if I fuck it up, then I might fall into that pit of acid or something. Or giant jello mold or whatever horrible.
So those heavy gold chains are still there. Grab those.
But they're heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Hold on.
Do you have the exact... Oh, wait. You don't know what the weight of them is, do you? Scott?
No.
No.
Did I tell you where to find the gold chains?
I know where they're from.
I know where they're from too, but I didn't know if I gave you the thing. Hold on a second. Let me find it here. There it is. Let's see. Heavy gold chains for Scott to lock him up and stuff. Oh. Got it. I know exactly how much they might be worth on Let's Go to buy a golf bag and sell a lot of gold chain. Shows like one Italian guy. I'll take it. I'll buy it. Yeah. Cool. And yes, he'll wear a tracksuit.
Oh.
So, anything else other than the gold chains out and the rifle in?
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, off he goes. He eventually comes back. He gives you the fucking big ass gold chains. He goes, my arms fell off a couple times. There you go. Right. You, assuming you're carrying your normal backpack of shit, you're going to be making strength rolls if you want to lug this shit around. Or you could stick it on Badger because he's not carrying much in the way of gear to the best of my knowledge. If that's all he's carrying, then he should be okay, or it'll be an easy strength roll for him, as I think he's fairly.
I just try to conceal my 2 large pistols.
I'm not going to ask for a roll until it's time for somebody to be looking for him.
Okay.
And that'll be a resistance roll thing.
Right.
Badger, can you carry this?
He gives you enough gold chains that would impress Mr. T.
Sure.
Shows Mr. T. He has to wear that? I pity the fool.
Wow.
Everybody loves Mr. T. Of course, the guys who came after him, Mr. U and Mr. V, were less well known.
Wooden stakes?
Got one.
Yep. Kadar's like, good luck. We're all counting on you.
there a wooden stake manufacturer around here?
I look around the room. Are there any wood chairs, Logan?
Yeah, the ones that the Gambler people are sitting on.
There's a room full of those things back over there.
Yeah, don't worry. When you're in Shermer, I'm sure that you'll be able to get access plenty of wood.
It's just so amazing seeing all these different materials in such large abundance.
Yes. Yes, unfortunately, we've made a lot of the original embassy building out of wood, which means it's not entirely Freddy-proof, but we are working on making new buildings of stone. Those will be more Freddy-proof. Because eventually, Freddy will set fire to the world.
Oh. We'll want to go get changed.
Are you going to become a different kind of creature?
Out of our cowboy outfits.
Into a different kind of creature?
Into my normal
What kind
outfit.
of outfits would people wear?
Cowboy outfits. All right, I'm out, he says.
Remember when we were Italian detectives?
Yes. That was very strange.
That's the world that we're going to.
Again?
Except you'll be yourself this time.
Oh. Well, that's probably best for everyone.
The world of tomorrow, today.
Again, very strange place.
So, I'm going to wear a suit.
Let's start with having something to eat here before we leave.
Cut to one
Yes.
half hour in line later. Shows you guys in the soup line, trudging forward. Chunk.
Now, this reminds me of home, but they're giving out way more food here.
Here is your insect, and here is your insect. All right. Eventually, you guys get a large bowl of soup. They've got people who are working on making bread and stuff like that. Yeah. So you get like a small loaf of bread and a big bowl of soup, and then as much weak beer as you want. Or tea. They also have tea. The soup, unfortunately, has meat in it. What they do for your vegetarian soup is they try to strain out all of the stuff that's inside the soup so that you get the meat broth instead because they think that's vegetarian. So, there you go. You other two got more meat and shit in your soup, which is neat, but her level is way down. She's just like...
I'll just have some tea, thank you.
Yeah, they also have a picture of the food chart or the what's it called, the food chain, and it just shows like a person in the middle, and it has every different creature you can think of with arrows going into the person. So, and that's what's in the soup. Hooray! Horses, beetles, whatever. But no bats. They've got a strict ban on bats. So, okay, you guys eat up or drink up, and you're ready to rock. Another day of malnutrition for the vegetarians later.
And we get changed.
Cool. You guys are all wearing suits. Did you have an extra one for Badger?
Nope.
Badger's dressed as a cowboy.
Long trench coat.
He wants to be a cowboy, and he's looking for his cowgirl. Yippee-i-oh.
Yeah. I'll see if the pawn's shop has a suit.
I'm sure that he'll get into something great.
Leisure suits?
Yes, I'm imagining Badger in a fucking leisure suit. All right.
You know it's not going to fit. Isn't there a tailor here if we really wanted to get him?
There is. It'll take time to get the suit together, though, and missing persons are generally considered time sensitive. Unless you're like, fuck him. I want a suit.
I'll leave that up to Badger.
All I care about, Logan, is does it conceal my guns good? Other than that, I do not care if the colors match.
Well,
I do not care if it fits, really.
yeah.
Am I able to run freely in it, too? That's important for me.
If you can keep wearing this big-ass trench coat, you're going to be golden. The trench coat, you could fucking hide a rifle under here if you really worked at it and walked with a fucking limp.
Right. Yeah, no. I dress myself at the pawn shop as if I am a blind man.
Oh, you guys haven't even gotten there yet, but we're hoping to take you there. So, right, Scott, are you going to go for the trumping thing now to get over to Shermer Zone, or would you like to hang out here?
Yeah, I'll take us off in private.
All right, no problem. Give me a luck roll at half to see if your trump is broken forever and needs to be marked off. Or if it works. It works. You guys are all hanging out in the park, saying, listening to him going, looking very excited. Looks like it's a little bit cold out. It's about the right weather to wear a trench coat. And, you're thinking the trench coat doesn't seem to stick out that much. Who cares what you're wearing under? You're wearing boots and some sort of blue jeans, and trench coat's all they can really tell. So, I mean, you could still get a leisure suit just to blend in. And then they take you off to the pawn shop to go sell your gold chain. Yeah. He checks it out. He's got his analyzing gold kit, and he's wearing his wife beater t-shirt with the fucking stains from years ago in it. The pawn shop smells like decay, broken dreams, failed promises. He goes, well, it's worth something, but I can't give you much for it. He says, it looks used.
Fucking kidding me?
Oh, yeah, look here. You can tell where, there's a little bit of dried blood on it and stuff. That value's got to come down, he says. Give me a bargain roll. Let's see what kind of offer you can get out of him. But no questions asked where you get these gold chains. He says. He dances in delight. He stops when he notices you watching him. Let's see. He says, hold on a minute. I gotta give him an actual offer as opposed to $50 or something. But give me a minute here to find the price. Guys, the PCs like selling gold here. He says, suppose I can give you give you $5,000 for it. Cash. Or I give you $8,000 store credit.
About 5,000 and a suit for my friend here.
Done. Any suit he wants. Take 2.
I look around the shop. I don't know what the fuck a suit is. I want to try to shoot for the original Terminator look.
Okay, got it. No problem. You dress up as a fucking hardened biker and shit. Perfect. Take a card. That's a look. Okay.
Pair of glasses.
Yep. He gets all that. The guy doesn't say a word. He just sits there with a fucking fixed grin on his face like, hey, give me empathy rolls on this guy.
Yep.
You're thinking he's going to go in the back and have special time with himself after you guys leave because he is so fucking happy right now for some reason.
reason
As long
we'll
as it's
never know.
after we leave.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys leave with your 5,000, and he counted out the money. You know, it's all in small bills, so you got a fucking stack of banknotes and shit. Small, unmarked, non-consecutive bills. Some of them are actually a little bit dirty, so yeah, it's reassuring. Not dirty like that, you horrible man. Well, maybe a couple.
Let's find our van.
No problem. You guys eventually discover your van. It is it's made to have 2 seats in the front, and then somebody's got a milk crate in the back, and you can see all the way in the back from the front. So it's obvious that they had some poor other bastard riding around sitting on the milk crate because there's like fucking padding on it and shit, and somebody's done their best to like duct tape it in place so it doesn't slide around much.
I sit on the milk crate.
Okay. You're pretty sure if you were to hit the brakes hard enough, milk crate guy will go between the seats and become a fucking projectile, which does remind you of your old friend Colburn. How you miss him. Always projectiling himself out of things.
I don't think they ever met Colburn.
Oh,
Nope.
well, fuck him then. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Yeah. It just shows the guy running around with his shirt above his head and his shotgun. Woo, woo, woo. His blubber's flying. He sees you looking at him and goes, "I'm sad that you got such a good deal." And he closes the blinds. Woo.
All right, get in that van.
Driving.
Leave this awful place.
It's the most awful place in the world. And the PCs are like, "We're going back there," but it's an awful place. Don't care going there. Know the guy. Okay, he fucking
Drive
hates
it
you.
according.
I know him. Okay, that's a lot of gold too. It was heavy.
Is there a map in the glove box?
No, in the glove box, according to the stuff in the glove box, which, by the way, you have to like kind of lean way over Dana's lap and then reach to get to and open, and so you do.
I just opened it up.
Badger doesn't understand personal space at all.
He's used to living like
Climbs over the both of them.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
What's in here?
Looking.
According to the stuff in the glove box, the vehicle is owned by and registered to Radical Solutions Incorporated, some sort of company registered in Chicago.
Sounds rad.
Sounds like not a map.
You know, if you were to line up the paperwork just right, you know, the lines on it could be streets. No, it's not a map.
Go find Tara.
Sure, give me a navigation at half, just to fucking know where shit is and stuff. Chicago's not terribly difficult to navigate if you have any clue.
Co-pilot.
Yeah, eventually. Dana's like, "Go left," and you're like, "I don't want to go left." She's like, "Do it."
There's a sign right there. It says Chicago, like the whole ride. Every exit says Chicago. Towards Chicago.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
No. She lives in Shermer. My bad. I'm getting confused. She lives in Shermer. You find her. It's currently daytime, although the sun is definitely going down toward the horizon. It looks like it's slowly setting, and that when it sets completely is when the redheads come out because they're no longer burned to death by the sun. So, no problem. You quickly find the lady's place and get out. It looks like she is in a apartment building that is secure in that they've got a guy at the downstairs desk who talks to you on an intercom until he feels like letting you in, unless you kick in the door and march over to him, put a fucking rifle under his chin and go, I am the Terminator or whatever. Then he'll talk to you whenever you want. That's his whole thing. But he sits behind a counter and stuff, looks at you and talks to you through a microphone. Get up, yes, he says.
What?
Yep, yes. Yeah, rup, yes. He shrugs and goes back to his book.
I tap on where the speaker is.
He watches and goes, give me a really amazing luck roll to see if the wire comes back into place. Oh, yes, see? Do you hear the see?
Tara.
Last name?
What?
Last name?
Large fries?
Last
This
name?
is one of those. Yes. I want the drinks, the fries, the pizza, and the burgers.
Give me a fast talk roll at half because he's having trouble understanding you too. And so it may actually work because you seem to know exactly what you want. And he goes, yep, this.
And then?
Try it to order. No, okay. That'd have been fucked up if he's like, nah.
This is not the food place.
Now.
I grab the door. This is where we need to be, though, right?
Yep.
The guy
Okay.
watches.
I open the door.
Give me a strength roll at half to open the magnetically closed door.
Ah!
Right, it jerks him off of his feet and he flails around and shit and he's like holding on to the door for support and the guy's like,
Both feet on the fucking door, pulling on the handle.
Oh.
he's just watching like, he pushes the button and goes, is your friend needing an ambulance?
No bread.
No. No ambulance.
I hold up the pictures to him. You know
Oh.
these people?
He sighs, lugs his bulk out of his chair, waddles over, peers at him, and goes. And then he goes back to his desk, pushes the button so he can talk through the mic. Are you at the place?
What?
Can't hear you.
Are you at the place?
Yes.
I have one other idea.
Roll
If we
fast
tie
off,
a
Sheila.
chain- We tie a chain to the van and wrap it around the door.
You used to have some pretty good gold chains.
We'll call that Plan C.
All right.
Go, Sheila. You can do it.
There we go.
The door buzzes. It's buzzing. You're trying to get Badger off of
Open
it.
it.